The Open Geospatial Consortium is a collaborative international forum focused on developing standards that improve the world's ability to share spatial data. To advance the United States President's Climate Data Initiative, the OGC committed to enabling open access to climate information using open standards. Utilizing climate research data from NASA, DoD, USGS, NOAA, and many other organizations, our scenario is set 10 years in the future. With the predicted sea level rise of 1.7 meters along the California coast, a potential maximum flood incident in the San Francisco Bay could see coastal water levels elevated by an additional 5 meters during storms. Emergency managers run simulation models and communicate via OGC web services with easy-to-use interfaces. In our case, one simulation uses the output from another model as well as other datasets, including high-resolution LiDAR data. Users are able to easily set the level of detail required for their needs.
We're trying to execute a national strategy to improve information sharing and interoperability across the country on really important Homeland Security, national security missions. And these tools have direct relevance to fulfilling that mission.
Meanwhile, a team of public works personnel are in the field, verifying the status of manhole covers to prevent the unplanned overflow of wastewater. Using their mobile devices, they're able to synchronize their geo-packaged data via Bluetooth. The team can sync with various enterprise systems back at the office, even though the system's database schemas differ. The data is then published via an open web service, ensuring other key organizations can access it. A user searches for the best evacuation route as the floodwaters move inland. A routing service provides several alternate routes, as well as providing the current flood level on the road. Route choices are validated from a variety of social media observations that have been harvested and analyzed using OGC services. The user can also drill down into the individual posts, such as pictures of wave-battered beaches.
I was excited to learn about testbeds today. It's going to give me a tool in what I do to help paint the picture for the future of how we can exercise and leverage all of the great 21st century technologies that are out there, and then be able to build our business operational procedures to be able to leverage those technologies.
Coastal inundation also affects the ports. The Port Authority needs to evaluate cargo traffic to ensure safe arrivals and departures. Typically, a common source of data is shared via information exchanges across different jurisdictions as well as between users with different clearance levels. A U.S. Coast Guard officer queries the Notice of Arrival message. He can see classified information that is critical to his mission, such as cargo type and volume. He has security clearance and a role that gives him access to all the vessel tracking documents. A GIS analyst is in charge of route analysis. She uses real-time data to model different routing scenarios. To accomplish her task, she doesn't need to see the type of cargo, just where the vessel will dock. Their jobs are difficult and critical during a flood event. They depend on many other players who are updating the diverse data sources that are being queried.
It does very little good for you to build a project or a program that only works for you, where you can't possibly share your data or information with anybody else or access their data and information.
120 participants from 29 organizations and 8 sponsors work together on Testbed 11. These solutions improve interoperability, help to save lives, and make our world a better place.
Watch this movie from a bunch of different perspectives, and everybody says interoperability and goes has a cup of coffee. What this testbed's really about is getting the science community to connect with the outcome community, and when that happens, real work takes place because we drive understanding cross-domain, understanding cross-company, understanding cross-country.
We invite you to become part of future OGC testbeds, either as a sponsor or a participant. We look forward to working with you to improve how the world shares its geospatial information.